Suleiman called on a Tuesday evening. Daniel knew from the first syllable that something was wrong. In 3 months of knowing this young man, he had never heard urgency in his voice. Suleiman was the kind of person who delivered difficult news the way a surgeon operates. Precise, controlled, no unnecessary movement. But this was different. Pastor, Haruna has filed again. The new claim was not about land. It was about money. Deacon Haruna had submitted a formal complaint to the church's national governing body, 17 pages, professionally bound, alleging that Pastor Daniel had misappropriated congregation funds totaling $3.8 million over 6 years. The document named dates, named amounts, named fictitious projects. It was a masterpiece of constructed fiction, detailed enough to sound like evidence, vague enough to be nearly impossible to disprove. Because that is the genius of the sophisticated liar. He doesn't accuse you of something false. He accuses you of something that looks exactly like truth. Suleiman drove back from Abuja on Wednesday. He came straight to the church without stopping at home, still in his road clothes, a plain gray t-shirt and dark trousers, exhausted eyes, 3 hours of highway dust on him. He spread the documents on the same table where Daniel had been reading his Bible. For 2 hours, they went through every page. At 11 p.m., Suleiman put down his pen. "Pastor," he said, "I can fight this, but I need 6 years of church financial records. Every receipt, every withdrawal, every offering count." He paused. "Do you have them?" Daniel was quiet for a long time. Then he stood, walked to the back of the church, opened a door Daniel had not opened in 4 years, and returned carrying a large plastic container sealed with a rubber band. Inside, every financial record from the last 18 years. Handwritten ledgers, bank statements, offering envelopes with amounts written on the back, receipt books going back to 2006. Suleiman stared at the container. "You kept everything." "My mother taught me," Daniel said simply. "She said a man with nothing to hide hides nothing." It took Suleiman 4 days and 3 sleepless nights. He built a counter-document, not just a rebuttal, but a complete financial history of the church under Daniel's leadership. Every naira accounted for, every project verified, 3 independent community witnesses who confirmed the feeding program, the school support fund, the medical assistance register, all real, all documented, all serving people who were still alive to confirm it. On Sunday morning, while Daniel preached to 43 people, down from 200, Suleiman was in Abuja, submitting the response. But what broke Daniel was not the accusation, it was the 43. After service he sat in the empty hall and counted the benches. He knew which family had sat where for years. The Abdullahi family, 3rd row left, gone. The Garba children who used to fight over the front bench, gone. Sister Fatima who sang so loud she carried the whole congregation, gone. Not because they believed Haruna. Because they were tired of the noise. People leave not always from betrayal. Sometimes just from exhaustion. And a shepherd can survive wolves. What breaks him is watching the flock simply wander. He was still sitting there when Suleiman called. "The governing body has suspended Haruna, pending investigation." Daniel closed his eyes. "Is it over?" he asked. A pause. "The official part," Suleiman said carefully. "Yes. And the rest?" The longest silence. "That's not law, Pastor. That's something else entirely."